As we head into the new year, Baltimore police are working to address their staffing issues and the massive amounts of overtime officers have had to work to fill those gaps. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Thank you for joining us. I'm Vincent Hill.
And I'm Rebecca Pryor. Now, BPD is planning on creating a new patrol shift to help cover those busy times when more police are needed.
Yeah, Fox 45's Jessica Babb is pressing police for answers, asking if they think that will actually solve the problem.
With BPD hundreds of officers short, right now about 1 in 4 officers are having to work overtime just to make sure shifts are covered. But a spokesperson from BPD says they believe this new patrol shift will help ease that overtime. But I've heard from some community members who worry that it'll only exacerbate the current staffing problems. With the sound of the siren, the men and women of the Baltimore Police Department are hard at work. But with staffing shortages plaguing the police department, many officers aren't getting much of a break.
25% of our officers working patrol every day are on overtime.
On WBAL radio earlier this month, Police Commissioner Richard Worley saying there are more than 600 officers short. Betsy Brantner-Smith, the spokesperson for the National Police Association, says it's alarming.
If they are short-staffed and they are exhausted, the citizens are not getting the quality of policing that they need and that they deserve. Response times are going to be lowered. Report times are going to be greatly lowered. And crimes are not going to get solved at the level that they should.
But as we ring in the new year, BPD is planning on bringing in some changes. In addition to salary increases, as part of a new labor agreement between BPD, the city, and the Fraternal Order of Police, they're creating a new patrol shift to provide more coverage. BPD says the new David shift will start January 1st, and there will be more than 50 officers assigned. They say the shift overlaps with other shifts, covering the highest call volume times and shift change. They also say there will be additional officers working each day in addition to the D shift. On Monday afternoon, I asked how BPD will come up with enough officers to staff that shift, given the fact that they're short officers, and I asked if officers will have to work overtime. A spokesperson for BPD responding, saying officers had the chance to choose from 4 shifts and assignments were based on the available personnel. They say they believe it will result in a decrease of overtime and drafting or mandating that officers work overtime. But as we reported earlier this month, Fox 45 obtained documents showing BPD's patrol numbers that are supposed to go into effect in January, showing in some cases the minimum number of patrol officers required to be on duty is being reduced.
Of course, anytime I see reduction in units, that's something that's going to be something to pay attention to.
Earlier this month, Baltimore City Council member Mark Conway, who chairs the Public Safety and Government Operations Committee, responded.
We also know that the police department is strapped for resources, and so I'd want to understand the rebalancing across the entire city.
In turn, other documents we've received show just 3 patrol officers required to be on duty in each district for the D shift, a total minimum of 27 officers across districts. So I followed back up with Baltimore Police, asking, with 50 officers signed up for the D shift in January, were so many able to sign up for the shift because of officer minimums being reduced on other shifts beginning in the new year? And what is BPD's response to concerns that moving personnel around could exacerbate staffing issues on other shifts? So far, BPD has not responded to our follow-up questions, but since it is the holiday, we'll be sure to follow back up with them and let you know what they have to say. In Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.